that Michael Hyatt has called Best Year Ever. It's 5 days. You do some reflection, essentially, and plan towards the coming year. So we're just gonna run through the process in a kind of brief summary and relate some of the things that we kind of took away from that. Day one is talking about believing in the possibility. So initially you have to start out by believing that it's possible to have a better year than you had last year, I guess would be the concept. A few quotes that I wrote down were, your limiting beliefs are the only thing holding you back. You have more power than you think. The only thing missing is clarity. We have seen this very, very, very evidenced in our lives. The more focus we get, the more things just make sense. I mean, that seems obvious.
But I mean, like when you're in the middle of it, it doesn't really seem obvious. It's just like you're just struggling in every direction and you don't really know what you need to be struggling towards.
You identify all these random problems that are happening and you focus in on them and think, if I could just get past this problem, I'd be fine. The vast majority of the time, the real problem overall is focus or lack of clarity.
And the thing is, when you don't have focus, when you don't have clarity, you are essentially living in a reacting mode. You just react to whatever problem or situation comes with no real direction. You don't move forward.
So then in day one, there's a couple different exercises that you go through. You list out your limiting beliefs, your areas that you need clarity, and things that you're grateful for right now.
I just wanted to touch there on the limiting belief. I've seen it so many times that people have these self-imposed restrictions on their life, on their success.
Or accept other people's restrictions.
How many times I've heard, well, I can do that. The thing that I've seen the older I get is you can do anything that you want to do, honestly. You just need to work at it, you know, and don't put yourself in a box. These are limiting beliefs. These are beliefs that you have that keep you from succeeding or keep you from succeeding in the things that you want to do. Some of them might be overt, like things that you say, but there are other things that you need to look in. And I thought that this exercise was amazing at it. Help you look inside of yourself, and some of them are things that you don't even know that you have. I've always thought of myself as this, not having skills to accomplish this. And so it's something that you need to look not just at what you say, but also at what you believe, what you think of yourself.
Going along with what he said, can you do something or not? It's very easy to look at other people and say, well, yeah, but they had this advantage and that advantage, or, oh, well, but, you know, that's them. It is about how you look at yourself.
It's a black hole there, thinking that way, because you think that these people have so many advantages when honestly you don't know their story. You don't know what they had to do or the things they had to struggle with or the thoughts that they had to vanquish in their minds to get to where they needed to get, you know, or to be at the point where they got lucky, you know.
Yeah, the overnight success factor, which we've talked about before. There is no overnight success, realistically, not a long-term success anyway. You can maybe become viral overnight, but a long-term success working toward a goal, even if it's only in character building, learning to recognize opportunities and stuff like that, like there's work behind the scenes, and that's the stuff that we don't see in overnight success. For example, a couple of limiting beliefs that I wrote down. Who am I to ... What do I really know about ... Like, it's very easy to look at yourself and think, I don't really know anything about anything. I don't have any special it factor. I strongly believe that everybody is here for a reason. Everybody has something to offer.
That reminds me of a quote. I know it was in a Smart Passive Income podcast that I had heard it, but I can't remember the guy's name. The concept of making courses. There might be a course on XYZ, but there's never been a course from your perspective. You are a unique person. And, you know, okay, so what if there's, you know, 5 people doing the same thing? They're not you. They don't have your experiences. They don't have your way of thinking.
And something else from that I remember is, it is very easy to look at a market or skill or whatever and say, oh, but it's too saturated, everybody's doing that. What this guy in the podcast said, that's evidence that it's needed or it's wanted. If that many people can succeed at it, then there's a market for it. Your unique perspective is going to be different. Look for a little bit of a different twist on what's already being done.
And be yourself. Yeah. Be yourself.
One of the other limiting beliefs that I had, being worried about how I'll come across or second guessing myself. It's very easy to just hold back and not even try because you're concerned about how you're going to look to other people. And that's a very, very limiting place to be in.
It's crippling in the sense that you don't give your best. So many times, even in sports, and you're all tense, you're not going to play your best. You're not going to give your best effort when you're climbing up.
This was just day one. I guess we're going to make this into a couple different videos because we apparently have a lot to say about it. We highly recommend that you check out Michael Hyatt's whole course, because this is just skimming the surface. This course can be found at bestyearever.me. It only opens once or twice a year. So you want to get signed up for it so that you're able to get in and get notified when it opens. And I think it usually opens towards the end of the year so that you can kind of plan for the next year. So let us know in the comments below, what are some of your limiting beliefs, or just think about that. Think about how limiting beliefs affect what you do, what you try. As always, stay clever, folks. Having your best year ever.
Time out.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what the Harry?